She goes, my mom is Wonder Woman. And then the parent would look at me strangely, not recognizing me, and I would go, you know, every mother is a Wonder Woman.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Moms Can Wine Too. Today we are drinking on La Vostra Prosecco. Hopefully I'm saying that right. This has originated from Italy, and this is another sparkling wine. I'll taste. I haven't tasted it just yet, but I'm based off of what I researched. It says that it has like an apple, white peach type honeysuckle taste. So I'm sure that's like more of like Moscato. If you ever tried Moscato or drunk one of the Moscatos from previous episodes, I'm sure that's kind of the taste that it has. So we're going to try that today. And it says it can be paired with shellfish, smoked fish, and salty snacks. So for my salty girls out there, or my fish girls that love seafood, this is the way to go. Okay, so with that being said, I have to give you guys a life update. So I've really been very inconsistent with podcasting for whatever reason, and I'm not even gonna say whatever reason, but y'all, I've just been hella busy. Like, it's been stuff thrown at me back to back to back to back, so it's like and I didn't realize the easier way to film my episodes is more than one at one time. So usually I film once a week. I need to start filming like 3 times in a day. Like, I didn't know that's what most like other podcasters do, but I was like, okay, yeah, that is not going to work once a week, because I'm not being able to keep up with it because I'm so busy. Like, I still have work, I'm in school now, summertime, I'm traveling, and it's just a lot going on. So I was like, okay, bet we need to come up with a better game plan, because I actually hate being consistent, y'all. That was not my goal for my podcast. Like, I don't like that. So we are tuning into a new era of Moms Can Wine Too. So I'm about to be throwing my punches at y'all. So I need y'all to get ready for everything that's coming. We have some new stuff coming on, and don't forget about the giveaway. I keep reminding you about that, y'all. A lot of y'all have been tapping and signing up. I really, really love that for y'all, but I need some more. Spread the word so we could go ahead and get those options out there, because I will be drawing the person when we reach 1,000 followers on Instagram. Let's not forget that, okay, ladies? So make sure you spread the word about the podcast. And yeah, recently I just got back from New Orleans. I think the last episode I was recording literally right before it was time for me to leave. I was rushing, but I absolutely love being back home, y'all. And I'm really considering moving back for my gap year after I graduate undergrad, before I go to medical school. Maybe do an internship out there. I'm not sure. It's up in the air, but it's kind of like up in the air for like, I mean, coming down the air, like, to be, for sure. I'm not sure though just yet, but I actually really enjoyed being with my family and my friends for the weekend. Like, I had a great time. So we shall see how that goes. And of course, y'all know I'm never going to stop my podcasting. It's probably going to get even better when I'm out there, because I know a lot of women out there, especially my age, that have kids, and it's just so fun to hear everybody's different perspectives and everything. So I feel like it's going to be like a whole 180, the new experience, especially with me traveling, because I want to, even while I'm traveling, I want to experience people, that I meet, like, oh, your mom, like, come join the podcast, and speak on this. And, everybody's opinion is very different, and being able to see it is like, wow, like, yeah, that's really cool, because it teaches you something different, stuff that you don't really think about on a daily basis, or even your peers or somebody that you stay with, live with, family, friends, that type of thing going on. But back to life update. I really haven't had anything. Okay, girl, I'll tell y'all this every episode. I don't have anything going on, but like, I always have stuff going on, but yeah, so far it's still been like here going in waves. But for sure, like, we about to take a whole new approach on Moms Can Wine Too. So I hope y'all ready for the ride, because we are about to have some motherfucking fun, okay? So now let's get into our wine of the day. And if you haven't seen by our title, we are going to be talking about Hygiene today. Hygiene today. Nah, facts though, because lately I've been seeing a lot of videos, right, of girls, especially young girls on TikTok, really talking about stuff that it's like, you should know this at your age, but you have to realize like not a lot of younger women have women influences in their life that are teaching them something so simple as how to care for their body, what to look out for. And I feel like that's a big deal, especially being a mother to both a male and a female, that you should be aware of your body and what's going on. A lot of people have a hard time having those conversations with their children for whatever reason. And I'm like, that's the number one thing you should talk about is hygiene, because it builds from there. Like a lot of people's self-esteem, confidence, it comes from how you take care of yourself. And if you don't have that foundation, if you don't have that, it literally becomes rocky from that point on. So like, we're going to be getting into that today, because it's like somebody needs to talk about it, and why not be talking about it here, especially, taking the notes for what I'm saying to you, because even as adults sometimes we don't know majority of the stuff that we need to know, because like I said, like most parents, they probably thought it was an uncomfortable conversation, or they were going, raising a kid is a lot, it's a fucking lot, and you just slip in your mind, you usually tell them the basics and just going about your day, but that wasn't enough, to care for yourself the way that you should, right? So we're going to get into that today. Now, something, because I was asking yesterday, I was at work while I was typing my notes and I was asking the girls, like, what is something that you typically was taught, like, hygiene wise. And when I tell you everybody had a different answer, I was amazed, because it was like, wow, like it really shows you how everybody is taught different stuff and how to do different stuff. So I took my notes. Like, if y'all see my notes today, babe, we are talking today, okay? And I have a lot of notes as far as like routines and products. We side note for this products, I'm gonna create an Amazon list, and I'm gonna make sure I have it in the link below for y'all. So I want y'all to go check that out. Everything on there, it's all personal use, like what I use personally. But if you want to try it out, for sure, go tap into that, because a lot of people have a hard time, finding new products, figuring out what works for them. So if you're still in that zone of trying to figure out, like, oh, is this gonna work, is it not gonna work, get like travel size bottles, because that's usually what I do when I'm trying something new, because also you never know how you're going to react, because something new, right, you're introducing to your body, so you have to be aware of those allergies and changes that you might experience when you're trying something new. So let's go ahead and get into first things first. Let's talk about that cooch, okay? PH baby, pop that cat. We are talking about the vagina, okay? And I came in strong with episode where we're talking about with Margaret. You have kids, younger kids. I feel like you should be telling them like what their genital parts are, like vagina and penis. Yes, we are using big girl words here, because like I said, if a situation were to happen and they're talking in cold terms, no one would take them serious, right? And that's not something we want to experience with them, because they're kids. Like something like that is happening, they're experiencing something that is very uncomfortable, they should know exactly what they're talking about. So rule of thumb number one is make sure we're teaching our babies the right terminology. Now we can also still teach them, like in this instance, when you're having a conversation like this, you can say maybe this or that, but general first off fucking point is vagina and penis, right? But since I don't have a penis, I feel like I'm not in a place to talk about it, even though I am a biology major and learn about all that stuff all the time. Today we're going to keep it strictly coochie, okay? Strictly vagina. So first things first is what some people do not know about their vagina is that you have a lot of parts to your vagina, and actually your vaginal canal is your vagina. The real term for it is a vagina. It's your canal that connects your cervix to the outside part of your body. It's a whole entire canal of whatever everybody says. It's a muscle. It is. So it goes, that's your canal. And typically that is where, your tampons go, baby comes out of. Pee does not come out of that hole. You have 3 different holes out of there. 3 different holes down there. So the vaginal canal is strictly for, intercourse, periods, childbirth. Anything else does not occur there. Defecation, is that the right word I'm trying to say? Defecation, yes, that does not occur. And urination does not occur in the vaginal canal. Now, when we get into the vagina, we have another part called the vulva, and that includes all the external parts of your vagina. And like I said, your vagina is the canal, and then you have your regular, like, the parts we know about, right? Those parts is called your vulva, and it's your outside genitals. That's where your clitoris is, your labia majora and minora, my bad. And then you have the vaginal opening, and that is where we clean. Now, people, we have a lot of discourse around cleaning the vaginas. We have a lot of discourse, but when it comes down to your vaginal canal, there should be no product going into your vagina. I don't care what anybody has told you. That is insane. One, because your vagina cleans itself by itself. That's why we have discharge. Discharge is an indicator that your vagina is doing what it's supposed to do. It's cleaning. It's getting the works out. Like it's regulating, right? But when you are putting those soaps and perfumes and douches and all kind of stuff that's unnecessary, you're going to lead to a lot of problems, and a lot of women don't know that. And it's like, because also it is a money thing that businesses, they target women with these feminine products and cleaning products, and it's just like, oh, we are such a lost community when it comes down to keeping up with ourselves, because they only want it for the money, not for the actual well-being of us. So that's one thing I really want us to be aware of, is nothing should be going inside of your vagina if it's not a tampon, and a bleach-free tampon. I'm going to put those in my fucking Amazon storefront too, like the clean products. Yes, those. The reason why we have this podcast today, a penis. Yes, okay, we're going to be real. Yes. Toys, yeah, like I'm not really a toy kind of person, but I know some women are. It's just make sure you're taking care of your toys and cleaning them with the right products and making sure they're disinfected and all that kind of stuff, so you're not putting anything up there that does not belong, just like we mentioned before, because it can get a little crazy. Like, we're gonna get into that though. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Washing. Now let's go ahead and jump into showering, our shower routine. Most people, this is another ongoing argument that people feel like, oh, you shouldn't have two washcloths for your entire body, your face, and your private area. But I'm like, why? Think about it, okay? Let's say you're cleaning your vagina and your ass, your anus, your asshole, whatever you want to go with today. Say you're cleaning that, and you just took a bowel movement and cleaning. Now you're gonna get that all over your body and on your face. That's kind of crazy. I want us to be realistic, ladies. That is insane. So don't even think, like, when people try to shame you for using 2 different towels to clean yourself. Don't even pay that in mind, because that's insane. Like, you wouldn't want that spread over your body, or a regular, like, think about it, like when you cleaning your child or you're changing your child's diaper and you use a wipe to wipe their ass, and next thing you know, you using that wipe to wipe their face. Like, why would you do that to yourself? So if you're not gonna do it to nobody else, why would you do it to yourself? That's kind of crazy. So yes, 2 different washcloths in the shower, start to finish, different. Even after you take a shit, I feel like you should be using not toilet paper, a wipe, or a fucking washcloth, or even get in the shower, because it gets crazy, and sometimes people do not clean. And another thing, when you're cleaning your ass, and I'm sorry, this is rated R today, like, we are getting clean. Like, this is really serious. I'm so serious, because I love talking about this kind of stuff. But when you're cleaning your ass, I literally say, like, take your finger, put your towel on top with it, and literally do a loop around. Like, get in there and clean your ass. You don't want to walk around with a shitty ass. We are adults, and we have to be. Society has made it, like, shameful to really talk about stuff like this, but it's like, you need to clean yourself, because in the long run, that can lead to detrimental sicknesses and illnesses, like building up in your body. And it's more than just like the temporary feeling of feeling embarrassed. Like, you shouldn't want to feel embarrassed. You should that have somebody else feel embarrassed because damn, I don't even clean my ass like that. Now you need to be busting it open in the shower to make sure you get to where the fuck you gotta go. You get what I'm saying? Like, it really be like that. But for sure, that's my... Oh, hold on, y'all. We gotta make sure we cleaning, okay? So what I wanted to get into is my shower routine, because I mean my shower routine most stuff can get a little better, but some people don't realize how important stuff like exfoliating and using a scrub and like, you know, leading up to shaving also how important that stuff is, so you don't lead to ingrowns and having dry skin, all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and jump into the shower. Now, first things first, very controversial whether you should be using hot or cold water. I still don't know the answer to that, because you can't pay me to take a cold shower. I mean, I can take a cold shower. I did it when I was pregnant to, you know, regulate like how my hormones and shit. I mean, and keep my blood flowing. But as far as like regular day taking a shower, I am putting it on expedited hot. Like, my showers be hot, toasty as hell. So I'm not the person to ask about that. But I most have to say, I know it's not always good to take an extremely hot shower, so maybe let's keeping it warm in there. So first off, you always start off with cleaning. Now, usually I would start off with a bar soap to really like clean with my towel, of course, washcloth, using a bar soap, getting there, cleaning on my nails, a big one. We're going to take a pause right there. A big one for my ladies that have those little claws, like big, huge claws, short claws, any kind of claws. If you have nails that you can see when you lift your finger up, you need to be cleaning under your nose. And I don't mean like a little 1-2 wash. I mean taking a towel, taking your finger, just like you cleaning your asshole, doing a loop around. Take your finger and drag that towel across your nail a couple of times and get up under there and clean your shit. Because, you know, we do the most with our hands and they collect the most bacteria. And we eat with our hands. We put our hands on our face, like touching our mouth. Like, ladies, I just took a microbiology class. When I tell you clean under the motherfucking nails, clean it. Do it. I'm telling y'all, it gets crazy. And y'all don't want to see how crazy it gets. Okay? So, back to the shower. We're cleaning our nails. We're getting under there with our soap. Unscented. Let's start there. I'm not sure where... Well, I know where we went wrong, because I was in middle school using Bath and Body Works like crazy and a lot of scented stuff. And because we have this aura of wanting to smell the best, but people don't realize the best smells come from using unscented stuff, because then like usually when you use a lot of perfumes, one, your body's not even getting clean because majority of the soap contains perfume in the first place. But when you're using unscented soap, it's like, you know, stripping any dirt and excess stuff around you to enhance your natural smell, which isn't usually bad. And when you know, complete your shower, do whatever you got to do, put your oils on and whatever, that's where you put your perfume and stuff on if you're into that kind of stuff. But I personally, no, none at all. You shouldn't be using scented soaps, like especially heavily scented soaps. That's not really good for your body. And quick science lesson, is really not good for your hormones, because it knocks off your your endocrine system, causes you sometimes, typically, because I figured this out when I was pregnant. Like, I had to stop using everything scented candles, scented soap, scented lotion, scented detergent. Like, y'all, it was bad. I had to stop using everything because for some reason I was constantly feeling bad. Like, I had a headache, but also I was pregnant, but I had a headache. I would just feel so tired, like more than a pregnant person should. And that's when I realized, like, okay, I did a little research. Using all these perfumes and stuff is like, it's contributing to me feeling like this. So that's when I really realized that, okay, maybe I need to take a break from using all of this stuff. And I did, and it made a huge difference. So I would highly recommend, if you have like a problem with feeling like real lousy and drowsy, pay attention to the products that you're using around your house. Like, real natural stuff is the best way to go. That's why also on my Amazon list that I'm gonna have in the bio or the link in the description of the podcast. I'm gonna have Dr. Bronner's. That's the one I use. Now, you could really use any one of them. I know that they usually go by skin types, like the almond, lavender. They have peppermint. What else? Eucalyptus. Usually they go by the skin types, whether your skin is regular, dry, or oily. So make sure you look that up before you use it, because that's why sometimes people, they tend to like react to the Dr. Bronner's, but they're not realizing like it is a Castile soap. It's heavily concentrated, but it's also dependent on your skin type. Like use the soap that is designated for your skin type. I personally use the unscented, quote unquote, baby soap, because it just works well. And like I said, I was on an unscented kick for a long time, and I just got used to using it. So usually I do the body, the bar, and then I go in with the soap, like the squirt soap, and wash off again. And then that's where after that I exfoliate. Now I start off with an exfoliating glove for the top of my vagina. I can't think of the name right now, but I usually start off with exfoliating that there. No scrubs. I can't use anything down there as far as like scrubs, because I'm too sensitive. So I just use a glove, and then after that I use a net, or I have a little, if you know, ever seen like those long exfoliating little cloths that have like handles at the end, so you could really get back. They'll be dodging it back, and that's what I use. That's what I use, because it make it easier. So you're not like straining your back to try to get there, get your legs, your heels, big thing, heels, exfoliate your feet. Your skin is constantly shedding, whether you see it or not. You need to remove that dead skin, get it off, so that way, your skin is smooth, being able to replenish itself. And because another science lesson, your skin is the number one protector on your body. Protects you from things just absorbing, sinking into your skin, like sinking into your body. So keeping it clean and keeping it up to date and is the way to fucking go. All right. So after we exfoliate, typically, now this is where I use a scrub. I'd probably double exfoliate. I don't think that's a good thing to do, but I just do it because it make me feel good. But I usually use like a coconut scrub, and I just use it on my body, like my arms, my legs, my back, neck, feet, everywhere but my vagina. Like I said, it's very sensitive down there, so I tend to not try to use anything scented, because especially since I had a baby, it really got heightened. Like my sensitivity down there got heightened. Like it really takes literally nothing to cause a reaction. It's like, damn, gotta be a lot more careful. But yeah, after I do that, I tend to go in with another a wash. Usually I use the Dove like in the bottle. I wish I should have had the products lined up, but it's not sponsored, so I already saying enough saying the product name. But I use a Dove, and then after that, if I have to shave my legs or my arms or something, I shave. And yes, that's another point. You are supposed to exfoliate and cleanse your body before you shave, not after, because one, it's harsher on your skin like that, because just think about it, you got fresh in the shower with this hard ass fucking hair on you, and you're shaving it. That's how you nick yourself. Like your skin isn't soft enough to really like release the hair out the follicles and all that kind of stuff. Like that's typically why most people that shave like have a hard time like figuring out like, why do I have razor bumps and all that kind of stuff, because it's like you're doing it in the wrong order. Shaving should probably be the last thing you do in the shower before you get out, so that way your hairs are and your skin is very soft and everything just flows out easily, right? I get Brazilian waxes. I haven't shaved my vagina in a very, very long time, like very, very long. I really don't know when the last time I did. I was like in high school. Had no business doing that in high school, but I did it. So that's when I first got waxed. And for my girlies out there that are questioning if you should get waxed or not, I say do it. The pain is literally temporary pain. If you're listening here and you had a baby, you can get a wax. I promise you, it's not that bad. It's literally like 30 seconds. Like, boom, fuck, bitch. And then boom, you're straight. It's cool. It's cool. So I say if you tired of like keeping up with shaving, get waxes. But also that's another controversial thing, because a lot of people technically it is true to believe that you should keep hair on your vagina, because it does protect the inside of your vagina from outside bacteria and that kind of stuff. But it's just personal preference. It's no shame, baby. If you want to cut it, if you want a lawnmower, or you want to keep it up, that's fine with me. Put a little initial, a little love language. You get what I'm saying? I say keep it. I say do it. So yeah, whatever you feel is best. It's personal preference. No shame over here. And don't let anybody shame you for what you want to do, because I personally love people that are expressive, especially with their body hairs. When I was younger, I really used to be very transparent, but I used to be insecure about my arm hair, because it's blind, and I get that from my grandma. I have blind body hair outside of under my arms and my vagina. It's wow, that's kind of cool. So, but I also used to shave it, because it's bro, I look like a fucking my man with all his hair on my arm, but now I just don't care. It's what's the point? But also being a teenager, you're just going through phases, really don't understand anything. So it's yeah. But yeah, that's what I was going through. But anyway, back to the task at hand, taking a shower. Everybody's shower routine is different, but mine, I like to keep it short and simple. But still enough to make sure I'm doing it with everything I need to do. Because sometimes I feel like when I do the extra steps of I don't even know if there are extra steps, but I know a lot of people spend a lot of time in the shower. So I could probably say I take a 10-15 minute shower, because after that I'm ready to pass out, because it's so fucking hot. And then 9 times out of 10 I have my running around here anyway, so showers are kind of limited. So it's just okay, yes, we got to do what works for us. So like I said 1,000 and a million times, don't let anybody shame for you. If you're a 5-minute shower, 15-minute shower, it don't matter. As long as you're cleaning your body, you're good. It's good over here. Is good over there. Who cares what anybody has to think? Okay, so moving on. Another thing is commonly a lot of people brush over this topic is cleaning your ears. At one point in time, I had literally stopped sleeping in earrings, whether they were real or not, because it's always a buildup, because your body, is constantly cleaning itself. So when you're keeping earrings in your ear, you're not cleaning it just build up and gross and nastiness. So I've seen somebody clean their ears in the shower. I've never seen that before. I was kind of wow. Is this kind of smart, or is it I was stuck? But I was okay. But also he's a man, so they do some odd things. But I say cleaning your ears in the shower, it kind of is a little easier. But if you really want to get in there, I say use water, because sometimes your ears get dry, not just the earwax, but the dryness in the crevices here. Get a little Q-tip, get in there, because you're really not supposed to be putting a Q-tip in your ear canal, because your alimentary canal, if you don't know what that is, it's just the canal that leads up to your eardrum. But because sometimes when you do that, you're just pushing the wax inwards. Something may be coming out, but you're just pushing it inwards and just fucking it up. So it's just gotta be careful with that kind of thing. But also, I'm not a fan of eardrops, because every time I use eardrops, I get the worst headache of my life. So I was it's time to stop that. So cleaning our ears, constantly do that. Soak your earrings in peroxide before you put them in. That kind of thing going on. It really, cleaning your ears is something simple. Some should be afraid of. I know some people just really don't think about it, because it is something where you can literally get used to not doing. But most of clean your ears, because they can get probably one of the dirtiest spots on your body is your ears, because you have hair, people whispering in your ear, if you like that other kinky shit, the people licking your ear, sticking shit in your ear, it gets crazy. So let's keep it clean. Oh, but I missed something, y'all. Actually, let's go back. I miss we could talk about that, because I have it's a whole nother section. But yes, we're talking about cleaning. Toothbrushes, you should be replacing your toothbrushes at least every 3 months, every 3.5 months. Not leaving your toothbrush on the counter where the toilet is next to the toothbrush, which is crazy, because think about it, when you flush the toilet, everything is going out. You may not see it, but everything is going out, and guess what's next to the fucking toilet? Your toothbrush. Now you're brushing your teeth with shit. We don't want to do that, ladies. So make sure you put that toothbrush. You have a toothbrush cover, or keep it under the sink. I keep mine under the sink or covered with toothbrush cover. So either one, we get into oral hygiene. Let's talk about my order of events. I usually use a mouthwash first. Now, it depends on what kind of mouthwash you're using. If you're using it before or after, you're going to use like, what's the brand that I use? It's like the unminted one. Damn, I wish I could find it. Hold on. Let me look it up real quick. But this one I use before I do anything else in my mouth. First thing I do is use this kind of mouthwash, and then I use my water pick, because I'm just not a good person when it comes down to flossing. I hate flossing. It's too much work, takes too much time. How the fuck am I gonna open my mouth that wide to reach way back there by my wisdom teeth? Like, I just don't have time. So I found a water pick, a water floss, and I use that for a minute. The mouthwash that I use is TheraBreath, the oral rinse. This one, I don't know if y'all can see it, but yeah, that's the one I use. But if you're using something like this, you use that before you brush your teeth. But if you're using something like Listerine, something like highly concentrated, you're going to use that after the last thing you use. So it depends on the type of mouthwash you use. But I use a water pick. Then after that, I brush my teeth. I've been going back and forth between the toothpaste that I use, because also I was on this natural kick, of course, hormones and and how toothpaste plays a big role in how your digestive system is acting, because the chemicals and stuff they put in it. So recently I was just using the baking soda charcoal, and it was cool. I mean, I didn't really like the taste, but it was cool. But I ran out of it, and I just went back to Crest 3D charcoal. So I don't know. When it comes to toothpaste, I'm not the one to talk to. Talk to your dentist, okay? I'm just trying to hear, give us the general advice of what it's supposed to, get like leading up to it and what it's supposed to be like. After that, I use a tongue scraper. They have two types of tongue scrapers. They have like the steel ones, and then they have like the ones that the plastic ones. Those are really convenient when you're traveling. If you don't want to keep moving your tongue scraper around, use those quick, or keep those in the car after the club. You know what I mean? You got a hot day that they keep those tongue scrapers in the motherfucking car. I mean, y'all, if we being honest, hello, if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be having this podcast today. Amen. Motherfucking man, what's up? So keep those tongue scrapers in the car, the travel size ones, or actually just pack you a whole spend a night little goop bag with a mini flosser, your toothbrush, your toothpaste, face wash, wipes. We got to get into the wipe thing, but wipes, what else I'm missing? The floss, whatever you need, just go ahead, keep it in the car, girl. So that way, even if you got to drop your car off, you go pick that up and just go pick it up and go, okay? Pick it up and go, because you always be like that. It really does. Keep that nail glue too, just in case. Take the lashes off, all right? But back to what I was saying. So we after I was the oral hygiene, facial, I'm not even about to get into that, because I do not have a skin routine, y'all. I really don't. I wash my face with La Roche-Posay, and I use CeraVe moisturizer and sunscreen, and I go by my day. That's the only 3 things I use. I'm not that skin guru. I'm really not. I tried to be, but my skin broke out really, really bad. So it's just a genetic thing. Whether or not your skin, acne and all that is really genetic prone. So you really have to be aware of your genetics when it comes down to taking care of your skin. So that is really that most definitely is a personal preference, whether or not what you use, the products you use, how you take care of your skin, that kind of thing. So let's move it on to the body. Hey, do y'all like my songs today? I'm in a good mood. I got work today though, and I'm bullshitting. It's 2:30. So, speaking of body, if you're watching, you can see I'm using my body gloss today. But anyways, talking about our body. So this is something that a lot of people, we talk about it for real, but it's not something that we really talk about, because we only talk about it because it looks good and it's detoxing. And people really don't know what that means. Like, Okay, yes, let's say you're doing a fruit or juice cleanse. What exactly are you cleansing when you're using, because you have to think about it, fruits and juices still have a lot of sugar in them, and if you are just you doing that and still eating the way that you were, it kind of has no benefit. Like, you also have to change the way that you're eating. So let's say like how I'm about to do a detox, because over the last few weeks I have been drinking like a man with 10 kids. I don't know what it's been, and I've been drinking a lot. So I really want to go on a detox, and I'm going to do like a green juice detox. Usually, if you don't, you don't. But when I was pregnant, I did a celery juice detox, and because I had suffered from BV when I was pregnant, and that was literally the only thing that helped, because I was big on not taking antibiotics for some reason. I was like, nah, like, I'm scared it's gonna hurt her, even though it didn't. Listen to your doctor, y'all, don't listen to me. But I did a celery juice cleanse for like a week, and it was gone. Like, it was cool. But juicing is really like one of the best ways to cleanse your body, especially with natural fruits, because it's easier to do it yourself than have to go buy it from some place, because then you're spending more money when you could literally just spend like how much I usually spend. I go get like a whole celery stalk. They're usually about $1. I get probably like 8 of them juice, and I have two mason jars of juices a day off those little $8 celery stalks. Like, it's much easier than have to spend a lot of money on another juice with that contains so much stuff that you don't even know, like, if they really putting what they putting in there type shit. So I mean, just invest if you can in a juicer. I just bought another one because mine had blew out doing too much, but mine blew out, so I bought another one. It was probably they have some between like $25 and like $40 that you could work with. Not saying they long term, but you could work with them and they're easy. So if you want to get into it, I say most of doing that. But as far as detoxing, you have to detox more than just drinks. Like, you need to detox the fried foods, the fast foods, the sugars, the pasta, the breads, like all that contributes to like what you're trying to fight against. Because like I said earlier, did I mention it? Like, your food, what you eat plays a very large role in how the rest of your body and your emotions and hormones and how everything's just gonna go. Like, it's gonna get crazy. So what you're putting inside of your body matters the most. So let's leave the junk food alone. I know we have a lot of snackers. Like, I used to be a snacker in high school, and the only time I really snack now is when I'm on my period or something. But try to go for something like a nut or almond, a fruit like apples, or if you like crunchy, if you're eating chips and you want to do something like, I say, like an almond or apple. What else is crunchy that I eat? Like, you could try seaweed chips. Seaweed chips, I don't know, because I know y'all probably like, okay, bitch, now you doing so much. But seaweed chips, I'm telling you, they good, they cool. The girl that used to eat them on TikTok rolled up with the salmon and the rice with the clock it. That's it right there. Y'all need to try that motherfucking shit, because it's really, really good. Making sure that you're eating clean, paying attention to what you're eating and where you're eating. If you're cooking your own food, pay attention to where you're getting your food from, your meats and stuff. But I understand. Look, the economy that we live in, the circumstances, everything is inflated. Like, I understand, baby. We not ballers. We not Jada Waiter, like living off the money like that. I understand. But also, you still, if you go upfront that money to pop a bottle in the club, you go upfront that money to put the right food in your body. Like, real shit. How you need to put your priorities in order. Like, yep, you here for a good time, not a long time, but at the same time, like, come on now, look at the balance. Like, if you're gonna complain about it, you need to make sure you checking yourself about it, because how you gonna pop a bottle but not pop them celery sticks? I don't know. Hey, cock it, catch it. I'm just saying, somebody have to be real, y'all, and I have to be real myself. So it's gonna have to be me. You sitting here, you listening for a reason, right? Amen. So with that being said, we watching our food, detoxing our bodies. Yes, I think I'm gonna post about a 30-day detox that I'm due. With somebody I'm talking to, we decided to do that. We're gonna go to the gym, detox the alcohol. I don't know, or maybe keep it to a minimum, because it is summertime. So it's like, but also we making excuses. We need to teach ourselves discipline. So yeah, we're just gonna see how it goes. But Yes, most definitely pay attention to the food that you're putting into your body. Now, backing up the food, we need to be, a lot of women don't understand how important vitamins and probiotics are for your body. So if you don't know about probiotics, there are two types of probiotics. They have some for your gut and for your vagina. And typically a probiotic just introduces good bacteria into your body. So that way, you know, if you're having struggles with digesting food or just all over your digestive system or even your vagina, a probiotic tends to introduce that good bacteria into your body to help, you know, keep everything flowing. That's like generally easy, in easy terms, that's what a probiotic is. And sometimes a lot of people don't understand how it does help. It is still like a building case. Like researchers are still trying to understand probiotics, but based off like the probiotics that I've taken, like they've been working for me personally. But also it's been a trial and error. Like I had to take a lot of probiotics from a lot of different brands to see which ones worked for me. Because like I told y'all, I was struggling with, but I had BV like once or twice when I was pregnant. That was the first time I ever had that, so I didn't know what to do. So I had to figure out a lot of motherfucking research to figure out like how am I going to deal with this, because I wasn't, you know, it's certain stuff like what they tell you to use, like boric acid and like a lot of pills and stuff. You can't use that while you're pregnant. So it's just like, how am I going to do this the natural way, changing the way I eat, what I'm eating, what I'm drinking, watch my sugar, probiotics, again, vitamins, most definitely. That they really helped a lot. So I most definitely recommend, like, if you do struggle with stuff like that, pay attention to what you're eating, what you're drinking, and if you're taking vitamins or probiotics. Okay. Now, a few little cute facts that I felt like people didn't know. Most definitely, you should be changing your underwear every 6 months. I don't care what anybody says. Underwear is literally everywhere. So you need to be throwing them out and replacing. Because think about how much you wear underwear in 6 months. Some people, you changing your underwear more than twice a day. And you rotating out the same underwear. There's a lot of bacteria, a lot of fluids, a lot of dishwasher, like I said dishwasher, a lot of washing machine, like dryers, constant, like it's a lot going back and forth. And sometimes that stuff, like, so hold on to that. Even though you're washing it, it's still there, it's still holding on. So replace those underwear 6 months. Do it. It's no conversation about it. I'm sorry. None. Change those underwear. Make sure you're not washing your underwear with bleach. I don't know why I seen that on TikTok. Don't do that, ladies. It's not good for your vagina. Your vagina is already really acidic. Yes, very acidic. So do not wash your underwear with bleach. It's not good for you. Keeping your vagina dry. This is a big thing, because you know hoes love to walk around. Oh, my shit wet and this and that. Girl, we understand. Good. Congratulations. But real shit, if real talking, you are not supposed to keep your vagina super moist, like sitting in underwear or like just sitting in moisture all day, because sometimes that builds up to bacteria and bacteria growth and a yeast infection. All that kind of stuff happens when you're sitting in fucking wet clothes all day. Why you think after you go swimming, typically, like, they literally tell you go straight to the shower, take those clothes off, because you don't want that the wet just sitting on your vagina all day. Is not really good for you at all. What else is next? Cleaning your vagina after you have some sex. Yes, let's talk about it, because we're finna get into that category real right now, real soon. After you bumping and grinding, ladies, you need to be hopping in that shower, or at least using a wipe to clean your vagina, because hopefully you know where the man has been. But if not, in the case we're not, because we're being real, we're grown. You don't know where he's been, what he's been doing. Sometimes men tend to carry things that may not react to them, but it reacts to the women. So go take that shower, wipe yourself off, clean yourself out. Speaking of cleaning yourself out, let's talk about getting into the vagina. And let me grab my book real quick. Hold on. So y'all can see some visuals here. I don't have a coochie on me. No, I do have one on me, but I'm saying like a visual one on me. But all right, like let's fold this page up. Okay. think about this, the lips, right, y'all? These are the two lips, the coochie part, right? I mean, the inside, the clitoris, where all your stuff at your vulva or whatever. So here, you need to be spreading that motherfucker open just like this and getting in there with that towel. Just like I told y'all with that bowl, y'all need to be scraping the inside just like that. And I'm sorry, it's a little like I really want, because today I was so serious about this topic today. Like, we need to make sure we are cleaning, especially after having sex, because men, or even sex in general, there's a lot of fluid going on. It's a lot of buildup, a lot of semen, and there's just a lot of stuff going on down there. So if you are not cleaning, all it's going to do is build up and lead to a lot of issues that you don't want to deal with. And when it's so simple as cleaning yourself afterwards, that's what you need to do. So after you're having sex, you need to be, or just in general, when it comes down to cleaning your vagina, get you a mirror. I forgot to mention this part when we was in the shower too. Get you a mirror, a little handy dandy hand mirror, right? Stick that leg up on that counter. Put it up there. I'm sure you didn't put it up there a million times for other reasons. Put that leg on the counter, right? Put that mirror down there. Get the wipes and scrape. Clean. That's what you need to be doing, is cleaning. Because this is like, y'all don't understand how much shit can get caught up in there. Like, twist and turn it. You ready to play with it any other time? Twist and turn it when it comes down to cleaning. Be real with yourself. Come on now. Talk about it. Catch it and clock it. Amen. Like, yes, let's do it. Make sure you're cleaning right. So I'm gonna drop that too in the Amazon too. Another a mirror that's easy to hold, because I have a huge ass mirror, because I don't really care, but it's big. Or if you have a stand-up mirror, even, okay, yeah, let's say you do a little 1-2 in the shower, like, or you rushing, right? Okay, still, if you have full body mirror, you bend over that hole, and you bent over it a couple of times before, you can do it again and clean your coochie. Just turn the other way. So turn around, make sure your butt facing the mirror, and get down there, spread, and see what you need to be doing up in there. It's so simple, it's so easy. You have to be comfortable with yourself. That's the whole. I feel like the whole point about it is people don't, when it comes down to cleaning themselves in that point, they aren't really comfortable with analyzing their body, like lifting their legs up and popping it open. You ready to pop it open for somebody else, you need to be popping it open for yourself. Okay, and make sure you cleaning yourself, because that's very important. It is. As a woman, you have to know, like, I need to be getting up in there, like in there. Okay, so that it just comes with being comfortable with your body. And I'm not shaming nobody at all that's not comfortable, but also I have to be real with y'all. Get to the point where you're building yourself up to be comfortable. Talk to a therapist or talk to someone to help you feel like, okay, I'm not comfortable with my body, and I don't know why. Can you please help me? That goes to what I said last episode, asking for help in all aspects of life. Like, don't ever feel embarrassed because I feel like this is something that's so personal, or people don't go through this, that I can't ask for help. Everybody in this world has a fucking penis and vagina. I'm sorry, they do. So don't be afraid to be like, okay, I need help when it comes down to learning my body, understanding my body, cleaning my body, and being comfortable in my body. Because how can you be comfortable with yourself? And how can you be comfortable with somebody else and not be comfortable with yourself? Also, if you have a child that's watching you don't want them growing up like that at all. We need the new generation that we're breeding. They need to be comfortable. They need to be confident, because that's the best way they're going to put their foot down to changing what we fucking up for the better. Right. And it starts literally at home. It's something so simple as hygiene, right? Ties back to that. So yes, back to, cleaning your coochie, yes, but checking on that coochie. Make sure we are going to the gynecologist very often. Getting that pap smear when you turn 21. If you don't know what a pap smear is, just a little nick of your cervix to check whether or not you have cervical cancer, because that is something that a lot, especially women of color are like literally dying from cervical cancer, because it's so prominent. And people really need to understand, like, yes, we need to be going get checked annually. When I say annually, like very consistently. So make sure you're going to get those pap smears and STD panels. Now, sometimes when you do go to the gynecologist, they do just the general, like HIV, AIDS, gonorrhea, and chlamydia. There are more than just 4 STDs out here. Need y'all to understand that. And a lot of them are asymptomatic. I'm not trying to scare you, but that's what it is. Like, that's something that they took out of our schools. They're not teaching the little kids, like, okay, this is what STDs are. They're not having sex ed, something so simple as that. Like, they're not understanding. Like, there's a lot of STDs that come along in our in society just from having sex, and they are asymptomatic but can cause very, very long-term effects. So make sure that we are understanding when we go to the gynecologist. Say you want an entire panel of what you're looking for when you looking for those STDs, right? Good. So I pretty much, I'm not gonna say I touched on everything, girl. I've been talking so long, I'm out of breath. But there's one more thing I wanted to get into. Is paying attention to the signs that your body are telling you. So I mentioned before, discharge is very important. No discharge is actually a sign that something is wrong. If you're not having any discharge at all, very much so a problem. But when you are having discharge, you need to be paying attention to what is coming out of your body, right? So typically regular discharge is clear. It'll be white, like a regular milky, not too milky, but it's just, like it'll be like a little thick, like, you do your fingers like this, and it's cool. It's like that regular. So usually when something is wrong, let's say like you're dealing with BV, right? BV comes with a color, odor, like it's like usually green, yellow, not like, don't think like super green, super yellow, but it'll have the tint, a little hint. Sometimes it can be extreme, but sometimes it's not. Like, it'll be something so simple, a little yellow, discharge where it's just a foul. That's when it's that very, very strong odor. And before we even talk about that, that's something that I hate when women do to other women. Is you're shaming you're shaming someone for having an odor instead of telling them what's wrong, or asking them like, hey, like, do you know this is what could possibly be? Maybe you need to go get this checked, look this up, this and that, like analyze your symptoms. But instead, like, a lot of women love to shame people, like, oh, bitch, y'all, I've been working. I haven't said bitch the whole time. Sorry. Oh, like, you smell like fish and this and that. Like, that's not nothing to joke about, because you never know what's going on, or what happened to these women especially when they were younger. Like, a lot of people, some of this stuff stems from being sexually assaulted. Talk about it. A lot of y'all don't want to talk about that, but y'all just be so quick to shame somebody. It's like, don't do that. That's not one thing we should be doing as women at all when it comes down to any body odor. Like, and as a woman, you need to be taking it. Like, if somebody's coming towards you telling you, hey, like, I think something may be wrong down here or up there, like, get into it and fix it. Like, it's certain, I think we kind of tend to take a lot of things very personal, especially when it comes down to acknowledging our body and things that may be wrong, odors, and the, like, just feelings and things. Like, y'all, stop taking everything so personal. I would rather somebody come and tell me to my face and be like, hey, like, this is what's going on. This is what you smell like. This is what you look like. This is what it is, versus being behind my back. Like, that's weird, especially as women. We all going through it. We all been there at least once in our lives. We've been there, and let's not act like we have not. We have dealt with things. We have dealt with things that a lot of people don't want to talk about, but we got to be real to ourselves. That's what we've dealt with. We're women. Okay. So there's no reason to shame or feel shamed. Okay. So with that being said, if you don't know what BV is, bacterial vaginosis is an overgrowth of a bacteria typically. And if you don't know, your vagina already has bacteria inside, good and bad. But sometimes that bad bacteria tends to overgrow the good bacteria, causing, side effects. That happens. So typically, get an antibiotic, take a probiotic, do what you got to do to make sure you get that right. Sometimes people have reoccurring. It's just something in their bodies that keeps going. So it's really something that you should talk with your gynecologist about. Sometimes I know we don't have the best kind of gynecologists in the world. So keep trying your options and pushing the matter at hand. Okay. That goes into yeast infections. If you don't know, you take antibiotics. Sometimes in antibiotics, you could be taking them for a whole different reason. taking an antibiotic and you get a yeast infection. It's just because there's an unbalance right there, and it's called it's a fungus that grows inside of your vagina, and typically you have like a thick, like a like almost like literally like cheese, like you could literally do this like type of discharge, and it's like itchy, but the only thing about it is no smell. So usually yeast infections don't have any smell, but there's like extreme itchiness, and extreme like your labia minora has like swole, like it's red and it's swollen. Sometimes that's really how you would know. Another one that gets confused between BV is trichomoniasis. Trick is actually a parasite. It's an STD. Trichomoniasis is an STD. It's a parasite that has been sexually transmitted from one partner to the next. Usually you have like pain when you urinate, foul smell, extremely foul smell. That's when you, of course, go get tested. Anything that's going on with your vagina that isn't normal, you need to go get tested for sure, because that's big. I tell y'all that all the time. Your body talks for you every time. Your body. Let me say that again. And slow. Your body talks for you. Your body is going to tell you everything you need to know before you even know it. Am I right? Now take it how you want to. Take it how you want to. I don't know why I'm pouring this glass up. Like, I haven't been drinking it, but take it how you want to. But y'all know what I'm saying. Your body is going to let you know everything you need to motherfucking know before you even know it. So I need you to listen to your body when it's telling you to run in the other direction. Amen. And it's going to tell you loud and clear. Okay. So make sure that we are having our ears motherfucking wide open and we listening. Amen. All right. Clock it. But with that being said, because I've been playing with y'all all day, right? I hope y'all like learning some stuff today though, because this is something I really, really like, a big topic that I've been seeing the most. Like, people just really been so confused. I'm like, it's no shame at all, because I can understand like people most definitely don't have those influence in their life to tell them like, hey, like, this is what you need to do. This is what's happening. This is what's happening. You're going through this. You're going through these phases. Like, pay attention. Let me know if something's going on. Like, everybody needs somebody like that. So I feel like if you're listening now, you should not be afraid to go ask for help, and you should not feel shame when somebody comes to tell you to ask for help. You get what I'm saying? So yes. Now, with that being said, I think I really touched on majority of what I wanted to talk about today. Another one, a reason why we have this podcast today, baby, because we wasn't using them condoms. Make sure y'all putting them Jimmy caps on, for real, because Lord knows he loves to play funny games every single time. And I know y'all, we love to be like, it's not the same. It's not the same. If he putting it down the right way, it's the same. Amen. I'm just saying, we won't be honest. If we being honest, we being real. We keeps it real over here. If he putting it down right, it's going to feel the same. So make sure y'all putting those Jimmy caps on, because we don't want to have to deal with the laws and the flaws and the ahs and ahs, like of unwanted pregnancies at all. Okay. All right. So with that being said, ladies, we are going to go ahead and move into our question of the day. Okay, ladies. So we are going to enter our question of the day segment. And if you are new here, our question of the day is we read a question out of our 3,000 questions about myself book, because part of Moms Can Whine Too is we are understanding, we are learning ourselves to becoming the growing and beautiful and developed woman. So I go through the question, or typically I said I was going to go in order the first day, but I just been going randomly. I pick a question, I read the question, and you ladies, y'all sit in it for 5 minutes. And while y'all sitting in it for 5 minutes, y'all are analyzing your answer from genuineness, not just because it's the first thing that pops in your head, but really sitting and thinking about the answer. Because I want you to learn yourself and understand, like, why is my answer the way it is, and this and that, like, yeah, that kind of dynamic going on. So when I read you the question, you sit in it for 5 minutes, answer the question the best way that you can, and answer it and go from there. That's a new lesson learned about yourself, pretty much. Because how can you know yourself how can you know somebody else when you don't know yourself? And that goes for a relationship, being a mother, like taking time out for yourself. So somebody has 5 minutes just to analyze something that you like about yourself, or how you answer answer the question. Wow, that's crazy. But it looks like I found my question. So simple. I just looked. I wasn't even going for this one. But it says, what are you hypocritical about? Yeah. Wow, that's personal. Well, what am I hypocritical about? Do I want to be transparent with y'all guys? Do I really want y'all to know what I am hypocritical about? Let me think about it. That's a tough one. What am I hypocritical about? I would say, in the space that I am in now, I don't think I'm hypocritical about anything because I am taking a lot of accountability for stuff that I am doing. But I would say something that I am hypocritical, or I used to be hypocritical about, is like being honest. And what I mean by that is not just lying. It's about being honest about what I wanted. Because being transparent here, as always, something that I always used to tell my daughter's father is like, you don't know what you want, right? And so you take that out on me. And it's like, I was doing the same thing to him. Real shit. I didn't know. Like, I was just going through the motions and I constantly blamed him for stuff. And we literally doing the same thing for each other. But I wasn't taking accountability for doing it to him type shit. Like, I was just putting it all on him. Like, I'm blaming you for everything. When the whole time, like, I'm playing a very large part. So it's most of being honest. Like, being honest with myself. Sometimes I used to be hypocritical about. Because it's like, I'm preaching you need to do this and you need to do that. Take accountability, go to therapy, this and this and that for all your problems. But yet I wasn't doing it at all. So it's just like, how can you tell him something you're not doing for yourself? It's weird. And the same thing I would say for my friends, like giving them advice. Like, trust me. And I remember my first time ever going to therapy. I told my therapist, I was like, I sat and I realized, like, I don't practice anything that I preach at all. Like, I'm constantly spitting to my friends, like, this is what you need to do. You need to leave that nigga alone. Like, you know how it is. You spitting everything you want to hear, but yet you're not doing it. Why? That's crazy. That was very insane of me. And that's why I was like, the space that I'm in today is not the same, because I most definitely hold myself accountable for a lot of things that I do, and I don't blame anybody but myself for it. Like, especially if it's something that's wrong, or not even that, because I wouldn't say I've been making bad decisions. Crazy decisions, yes. Out of line, yes. Bad, no regrets, amen. But I most definitely was just like, like, we gotta get it right, get it together. So yeah, I would say that's why I was hypocritical about, being honest, real shit. So I really hope you ladies enjoyed today's episode. The link for our wine of the day will most def be in the description below. Okay, so make sure you guys go read that, because I will have the Amazon link to the products I was talking about. And I think I'm gonna make it open to where I let like everybody add their stuff in there, because there's a way you could type the description. Like, maybe I could like add a description, what you use it for, when you use it, that kind of thing. It's just a connecting community about our hygiene. I hope you ladies really, really enjoyed today's episode, because it's been on my mind real heavy since I recorded the last episode. I was like, what am I going to talk about? As soon as I said that, I seen a video on TikTok about this girl, like, literally like asking about hygiene, and a lot of people in the comments literally like knowing nothing. And also, like, being a mother, that's a form of self-care, like taking care of yourself, like your hygiene, having a routine for yourself, form of self-care. So of course, anything that comes to making mommy right, we're gonna do that. So make sure you have those routines together, ladies. Don't forget about the giveaway. Make sure you put your name. It's going to be linked in my Instagram. The Instagram link is going to be in the description. So go to the Instagram, click the link tree, and the giveaway should be in there. When we reach 1,000 followers, I will be calling name. I do have a new surprise for you ladies I wanted to let y'all know about. So we are going to start a new segment to the show. And the new segment is going to be called On Wednesdays We Wear Pink. And those episodes, I said a segment, not a segment, but specific episodes, it's going to be called On Wednesdays We Wear Pink. And on those episodes are strictly girl talk, like today I would say kinda, but I was like, incorporating mommy stuff. But I wanted to branch out, even though, yes, I'm still a mom, but I'm also young and experiencing. I'm still growing up, still maturing, still developing. So I wanted to create episodes strictly for just my girls that are not mommies and my mommies to collaborate and combine. And we strictly have girl talk, like talk about friends and talk about, just being a girl. Like I'm just a girl. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that on our Wednesdays We Wear Pink segment. So hopefully, of course, y'all gonna know, because I want y'all to wear pink. I want y'all to drop it. I want y'all to drop pictures, hashtags. Like we really gonna start getting interactive with our Wednesdays We Wear Pink. And I want you ladies to send emails specifically for those on Wednesdays We Wear Pink episodes. I'm really going to be reading for advice, questions. So whatever y'all have for me, send it to the email. I'm going to have it, of course, in the bio on my Instagram. So make sure y'all are paying very close attention to when those episodes are dropping. But I hope y'all enjoy today's episode. I am going to go get ready for work. You ladies, mommies are doing an amazing. Y'all doing a great fucking job. I don't know if anybody told you, but I'm telling you here, I'm telling you right now, you're doing a great job. And I can't wait to see you guys on the next episode. Bye.